Hey, Shad here with Speed Addicts, the fastest growing gear site on the web, and today we're going to uncrate the LS2 Cardo 4X. What's up, Speed Addicts fan? Before we jump in and tell you all about this integrated comm solution from Cardo, do us both a favor. Subscribe to the Speed Addicts channel. Come on, there's a little button right there. Just do it. You're up to date. You're educated on all the latest, coolest gear coming in to the power sports industry. We're working hard here to educate you and help you make those buying decisions. Also, if you'd like to support us here at speedaddicts.com, you can do so by simply just shopping with us, and there's going to be a link in the description below. They'll get you right over to the LS2 Cardo 4X or any of the LS2 Cardo compatible helmets, the ones where they are sold with this comm unit already installed. We've got everything Cardo and everything LS2 at speedaddicts.com. While you're over there, get a set of tires or gloves, whatever you need for your next two-wheel adventure. We got you covered, and we really do appreciate your support. So in the studio today, we have the new LS2 Cardo Bluetooth communicator. Now this is an integrated or kind of semi-integrated solution for very specific LS2 helmets, and the list is growing, but at the moment, this unit is compatible with the Advent X, the Strobe 2, Stream 2, and what I hear are they're going to continue to roll out new helmets into 2024, and most of those will also be compatible with this new unit. Now, this is a winning formula. Where others have failed with integrated comms, I really do think that LS2 got a few things right here. Number one, they went with Cardo as the manufacturer of the co-branded unit. And I really do like Cardo because their app is great. They have over-the-air firmware updates. They have great speakers by JBL. It's just really, really good stuff. And if your friends are on Cardo, that makes connecting even easier. But now recently, Senna and Cardo are playing nice, so there's actually an easier universal pairing between the different brands. Okay, so that's the first thing they did right. The second thing they did right with this integration is that it's kind of a semi-integration in that you're still going to put an adhesive-mounted controller on the side of the helmet, but the brains and the battery are stashed in an EPS pocket where they've actually removed some of the EPS liner inside of the helmet to accept that. And so it's integrated because of that, but there's not a big chunk taken out of the helmet or something that's only compatible with this unit. You can still use a different universal communicator if you want a traditional universal comm with a clip mount. So they didn't ruin the bottom edge of this helmet by putting a big, clip-in proprietary hookup for this integration. They just simply and elegantly remove some of that EPS liner to fit the bulk of the hardware, and then they just sneak out this little control unit that doesn't have the battery or the brains of the unit in here, and then typical speaker pockets, microphone hookups, and all that sort of stuff. So I like this because they're giving you the option. You can run the LS2 unit, or you can run a different unit of your choice. So integrated, but not narrowing your options. Now this unit, the LS2 Cardo 4X, is the equivalent of the Cardo Freecom 4X. It's actually the exact same package. So you're going to get the same features, but we're going to tell you about them right now just so that you are fully educated here. So the name, with the name, you are going to get the ability to communicate with 4 riders over a Bluetooth connection. Now that Freecom or the 4X, these units are pretty much smack dab in the middle of the Cardo lineup. I think they deliver most of the features that you're going to want aside from the mesh capability, and that's for larger riding groups. If you need to ride with more than 4 riders and they're all going to be on Cardo, then you're going to want mesh, and this wouldn't be the right fit for you, but that is really a small subset of the market, and so most people are communicating with 1 or 2 riding buddies or passengers. So the 4X does suit most of their needs, and that price tag at $249 keeps it relatively affordable. Most of the mesh communicators from Cardo or even Senna are well above $300. Okay, so I think this $249 is a nice sweet spot. You are getting the Bluetooth 4.2 chipset from Qualcomm in the Cardo unit. Runtime 13 hours, 2 hours to a full charge, 2-year warranty, and we're going to show you everything that comes in the box here. So first up, just so that you see the primary unit in the wiring harness here, this is what it looks like. So this is the brains of the operation and the battery. This is going to plug in the back of the helmet up in that EPS, and it is going to be hidden. What you'll get down there is that control unit that you mount on the outside of the helmet. They have a clip style or an adhesive style mount. As you can see, we've used an adhesive style mount here. You can buy some of the helmets with this already installed, so you don't have to do this part yourself, but it's typically only available in the matte black option. So if you don't want matte black, you're going to have to install this yourself, but it really is easy because the helmet's, again, made to accept it. And then in terms of the other connections here, very, very straightforward and flexible. Number one, you're getting a USB-C port for charging. And then you're going to have two connections. One for your microphone over here, a proprietary microphone plug, and then a universal 3.5 millimeter aux port, which is something that they do for their speakers at Cardo instead of a proprietary hookup here. Let's get that, sorry. Instead of some sort of proprietary connection. So if you have your own specific earbuds or something custom that you've set up, a molded set for your ears, you can run them here. This is a universal deal. So that is cool. Also in the box here, you are going to get the JBL 40 millimeter speakers, the best in the business according to me. These things are loud, they're bassy, they're accurate, and they are just really, really, really good. They're gonna fit right in there. So great audio quality, loud enough for anyone. It's not lesser comm kits, especially a lot of the other integrated options. The speakers can be kind of meh, and as soon as you start to hit highway speeds, depending on the helmet, if you got road noise coming in or the bike, it can really just drown it out, but not so with the JBLs. You're gonna get two microphone options. You're gonna get a boom mic. This is gonna be used with open face helmets or modular helmets like the one here. I'll show you that setup in a minute. And then you're gonna get a wired mic for your full face helmets. You're gonna put that up front. Here's your clip style mount, if you're gonna clip it on the inside of the helmet shell. And then we've got these little Velcro pucks for mounting the speakers in there. And they do give you a USB to USB-C cable, but no plug. Producer Matt, why does no one give you the plug anymore? They're all cheap. You have to have your own plug. I know I lose them. Just go buy a huge pack somewhere. Okay, let's get over to the helmet so I can show you what this looks like once it's installed. Another cool thing about Cardo units is they're typically all waterproof. That's the case here. So you don't have to worry about, if it gets wet out on the road, that you have to duck and cover like you're gonna have some sort of issue. Just for comparison, I'm gonna show you a traditional universal comm kit that has the computer, the brain, the controls all in one unit that typically hangs off further, takes up more room. Now keep in mind, this is a Cardo Edge. This is the most compact unit from Cardo, so it is relatively compact, but you can see that it is a lot bigger and a lot wider than this very slim format unit that you're getting with this LS2 integrated solution here, just for reference, okay? So that is one of the primary advantages. Whoops. I'll show you what you end up doing here is you get, there's your little dongle to charge it. And if I pull this neck roll off, you'll see that relief in the EPS where the brains go in. In the front, as this is a modular helmet, you're gonna use the boom mic here. Whoops, so that it stays in place as you move that chin bar out of your way. And it does, all these helmets have the speaker pockets that are big enough to accept those massive JBL speakers, and that's not always the case with other brands. Sometimes they kind of give you weaker or wimpy speaker pockets, and it's hard to install the JBLs. Okay, here we are. Let's go over the last few features that you're gonna get. You're gonna get FM radio, you're gonna get music sharing, you're gonna get automated volume control, so it can tell the road noise coming in and crank up the volume or crank it down as you slow down. Fast charging, 2 hours of talk time for just 20 minutes. So if you're on a longer ride and you run out of juice, you can pull over and have lunch and get 2 hours more of talk time in just 20 minutes, which is pretty cool. You're gonna use the Cardo Connect app to set this up. I recommend you download that app first before you do the install, and it'll walk you through everything. Over-the-air updates come with that app. You don't have to, a lot of other units, you have to plug them into a computer to get new firmware. Not here. You're going to get those updates very seamlessly. And a 2-year warranty. You also get the natural voice, let's see, natural voice operation. So you can say, hey, Cardo, turn up my music. Hey, Cardo, answer my call, that sort of thing. You can do it here. You don't have that full digital assistant, though, so you can't call through to Siri. That's only available in the Pack Talk series from Cardo. That's a step up, so you're not getting that. But you can carry out any of the actions on the communicator itself, which is quite handy. That way you're not always having to reach for that remote. And that about does it. That is the LS2. There's a full feature set if you want to zoom in there. That is the full rundown on the LS2 Cardo 4X integrated communicator for a number of their current helmets and helmets coming later in 2024. I think it is an excellent way to do integrated comms here. It's very clean, and again, it doesn't narrow down other riders' options if they already have a unit they want to use there. And it is made by Cardo, a name that you can trust. Now, if you have more questions about the finer details of this unit, our rider support team is always standing by for you at SpeedX, where you can talk to them over the phone, email, or live chat. And I know we've already sold a ton of these. They're actually quite difficult to keep in stock at the moment because they are brand new. But if you are one of the people that already have them, go ahead and jump in the comment section. Let us know your experience so far. That's it for today. We'll see you next time to find out what's in the crate.